Folks, the next topic we would like to cover today is enhancements to our flagship Visual CAD/CAM product. So we're going to talk about some of the enhancements that have gone into Visual CAD. There's been numerous enhancements, but we'll only be able to cover a few of them during this webinar today, but you're welcome to take a look at the What's New document. So that'll give you the list of all the enhancements. So one of the very nice enhancements in Visual CAD is being able to select selecting a chain of curves or chain of surface edges for programming a toolpath. So for example, a part like this here I have loaded on my screen has several edges that I need to select for programming a toolpath. I can be selecting a chain of curves or chain of face edges, and this can be done automatically by just holding down the shift key, and you can either pick a curve or a surface edge, and you will notice that it automatically selects an entire chain. So it makes your workflow selection process a lot easier and faster without having to go through and manually select each and every face edges. Now you can also select multiple of these by just holding down the shift and the control key, and I can go back and select another edge, and you'll notice that it automatically selected both the chain for the interior. We also were able to select for the exterior of this particular part. So this is one of the very nice enhancements in Visual CAD where you can make your workflow a lot faster, being able to select a chain of curves, or you can select a chain of face edges or surface edges from your solid surface geometry that you're working with. Now, the next thing I would also like to go over here is being able to take advantage of pre-selection highlight, and we'll also talk about a ghosted display in Visual CAD/CAM as well. So to go over the pre-selection highlight, I'm going to go ahead and pull in another part in here. And in this particular case, you'll notice that as you hover the cursor around the part, it automatically pre-selects or highlights the geometry. In this particular case, this part happens to be a solid geometry, which is a poly surface, so there's only one geometry to highlight. If I go over to the solid modeling tab and explode this model in here, and you'll notice that now I can easily pre-select as I hover over the geometries in here. It automatically pre-selects and highlights the corresponding surfaces or the face edges from the part. So this makes it a lot easier for you to make your selections in Visual CAD, and that's a great tool. That's a great enhancement that you can see in Visual CAD/CAM 2018. Now the next thing we would like to talk about is the ghosted display option. This is an additional option that you'll find in Visual CAD/CAM 2018. In addition to the other display modes, we now have the ghosted display mode. So in this particular mode, you'd be able to view features like cavities on this part, which is hard to see in a typical standard shaded display mode. You can switch from the shaded mode to the ghosted display mode from the heads-up display toolbar right on top of the viewport, or you could find it under the display tab in here. You can click on ghosted display to switch to the ghosted display mode. This is also one of the many enhancements that you will find in Visual CAD 2018. Folks, again, if you do have any questions, please feel free to post those questions in the questions panel, and we'll do our best to answer them to you.
There's a few other enhancements in Visual CAD, like rotation of a model by selection of 3 points. A lot of these enhancements in Visual CAD were a result of user requests, and we're not going to show you all of that, and you can actually read that in the What's New document, the PDF link that I just sent out to everybody.